Hello, everybody. It's Rusty Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Plant Nursery Simulator. Now, this game very recently just had a major update to it, and the major update now allows us to hire something that a lot of people have been asking for. If we go here and take a look, we now have the ability, once we have the money, to hire a gardener. And the gardener is going to take care of all the things that we would normally be taking care of in our greenhouse. They're going to do it all themselves. And we no longer will have to worry about doing any of that stuff. But unfortunately, it's going to cost us $130 to hire a gardener and $90 per day. And when I look up here in the upper right, I have $19.32. So we're not going to be able to hire the gardener. We're going to get ourselves through a day and then hire a gardener, and we're going to go through all the things that you need in order to make your gardener work. So we will have one day of gardening ourselves, and then we will let the gardener take over from there. And in the meantime, we'll just continue running the store as normal in preparation for our gardener's arrival. So let's get into it right now. I believe we're on day 26. I think that's what it said when I got in here. So day, I believe, 26. Store is open for your convenience. Welcome back to Joe's Nurseries, because we still haven't changed the name of the place, and I don't know when we will. We may not do it anytime soon, but if we do, we'll keep you posted. So the first thing we need to do, we need to we need to harvest some carrots. So let's get some of those, because we can actually use some in our store. So let's grab that and get those put in place here. Because we cannot get a full thing of tomatoes up. We cannot get a full thing of radishes up, so we're not going to worry about that right now. When we can use them, we'll go ahead and get them taken care of. But for now, we're just going to set that right there. Going to make it rain, as Cans would say. So I say lights, and Can says rain. I guess it works. I'll go with it. I'm good with it. I won't take that from him, but I just love the fact that he says rain. It's great. It's a good thing. So now we don't have to worry about doing too much in here. When we get to the point where we need to harvest more, we'll harvest more. I guess I could go replant my carrots. So it would make sense to do that. Let's go ahead and get these planted. So pick that up, fill these, and then grab a couple more from our giant seed box. And then we'll just set our extras there. So place, and that is it. So one of the things that they talk about with the gardeners, it says the gardener's harvest. Actually, I'll wait until we get to the point where we have a gardener. And then, well, actually, no, we should talk about it now. So the gardeners harvest at the start of each day. So that's when they will actually do their work. There must be empty box racks with available boxes. So I guess we are going to need to buy a box rack and put it in here for them to do some harvesting. So we'll have to look at investing in that. So let's place these out of the way, and then we're going to buy ourselves a box rack to put in our garden. So let's also get this out of the way. I guess I should not have grabbed that. Gonna place that over here. That'll be fine. Just put that right there. And then I wanted to grab the box. So take the... No, I want the whole thing. I keep on messing that up. So hold, left click the box, not right click the box. There. And we'll move the box on top of these other boxes. And then do the same thing. Now we're going to look at getting a box rack, because it says, again, there must be empty box racks with available boxes. So we're going to go into our tablet, and we're going to buy a box rack. So let's go to shop, furniture. They want a box rack. There's an empty box rack, so that's what we need. So add to cart. Go ahead, purchase that. And this will go into our greenhouse. So take, E to move. And we will set this right over here. Now, I'm assuming that this is what they mean by the boxes. Yeah, so this is where the boxes go. So we would need to buy a bunch of these. So let's buy, I don't know, another 10, let's get another 7. Yeah, we'll do another 7. We'll go ahead and take care of that. So 7 more of those. So we're going to go to, those are not in here. They are in junk. So, well, let's buy at least 7. And then we can take those, put them on our dolly, and run those into the back. And put them into our giant box crate. I can't see a thing. I got to look out of the sides here, looking off to each side. Unload all, and then we'll go ahead and set that down. Throw these into our box rack. And I guess I could get some more. I mean, I wonder how many more that can hold. Let's get another, I guess 6. So that way we'd have 16 total. Sure, why not? I mean, can't hurt. They're only $1 and change each, so we'll do that. So let's buy 6 more. Just drop that there. Meanwhile, the rest of the store is falling apart, but it's okay. We're getting a box rack and boxes. We're doing the important parts, darn it. So 6 more of those. Done. Good to go there. And then we will take these and set them in our box rack. I can see a little bit better this time, just a little bit. So unload, and then place that right there, and then we'll set these in here. It does hold 16. Perfect. It might even hold 18. I'm going to leave it at 16. That's probably more than good. So we have a box rack with available boxes. The gardeners will harvest crops and fill the boxes. So I'm assuming they're going to take the boxes off of here, fill them up with our products, and then once they're full, they'll store the boxes in storage racks. So we will probably need storage racks in here for our different items. So I might need to get a new storage rack for all of our crops. So let's go ahead and take care of that. So if we go to furniture, a storage rack for $160. Now the question becomes, can we take the storage rack and put it in the greenhouse? My guess is no. But I'm going to run it this way just to see. Or maybe we might even be able to set it outside. So yeah, I think we can set it out here. And if we can set it out here, I might leave it here. Or just so that way I can always just grab things from here. And it'll make it a lot easier for them to then just drop the stuff off. So yeah, I'll leave that there. Because that feels like that might be a good place for it to be. And I think that as we get more greenhouses, they're going to continue growing that way and that way. So I don't want to set one here because I think that we're going to have another greenhouse that goes like right here. So I'll just leave that there for now. That'll be fine. Then after they do the harvesting, then they will do the seeding. So it says after harvesting, gardeners begin seeding. Gardening benches must be marked with a crop type. So that's where this one already says carrots. So we need to mark this. And in order to mark it, let's see. It's not saying anything about how to mark it. So let's see. Plant 1 seed from your chosen seed box into a pot to mark the bench. A tag will display the crop type. Oh, so we would need to pull something out in order to mark it. So, okay. So if I were to pull a tomato and then mark those, that would take care of it. Do we need some tomatoes? We do. And we need some radishes. So let's do that. Let's pull 1 from each here. So we're going to grab that. I'm going to grab 1 tomato from there. I'm going to grab 1 from here just to mark these. So let's do this. No seeds left. That's going to be a problem. How about in here? How many we got here? 4. So mark that, which marks that as tomato. And then plant that, which marks that as tomato. So those now have tomatoes in them. So I'll leave the rest of it. So I'm just going to pick those 2 up and go ahead and put them in here. That'll be fine. And then we're going to do I need a carrot? I do need a carrot. So let's grab a carrot. I mean, I could grab 3 carrots. That one's already marked. This one needs to be marked. So let's set those down. Plant 3 carrots in there. And then we need some radishes. I don't know how many we needed. How many did we need? Can I see it from here? Unfortunately not. So we'll go back in here and let's see. I can use a full set of radishes, so let's pull like 4 and 4. I could have done the same thing with the tomatoes. So I didn't. It's okay. So 4 radishes there and 4 there. Those are not ready. Those are. And we'll set that down. Plant 4 here. That marks that. And then 4 there. That one's empty. And then grab a couple more radish seeds. Plant them there. Good. And then we'll just set that right about there. So these say radish. These say tomato. These say carrot. This says rain. I promise I won't keep doing that. And now we're good. And we can take these in. We'll go ahead and grab our dolly. Put these up on our shelf. So unload that. Just drop the dolly right over there for now. And there's our carrots and our radishes. All good. So then the next thing that it says when it comes to them is shelves stocked with seed boxes must be available, and the ones customers shop from. So yes, shelves stocked with seed boxes must be available. So I guess they come in here and they get the seeds from here, is what I'm gathering from that. And then gardeners grab seed boxes and seed pots until finished, or the seed box is empty. Okay. And then after that, it talks about some trinkets. So we'll also see some new trinkets they've got coming up here in a bit. But let's go ahead, put these in the back, and then we're going to hire a gardener first thing tomorrow morning and see what the world of the gardener is going to be all about. I'm excited for this. This ought to be cool. So let's set that right over there, throw these up here, and get into another day. Before I do that, I should probably see what we need in the back here. We got $1,260. So what do we need? And we're not yet level 26. Level 26, we can get that fancy trinket that allows us to order just by clicking on the shelves. So two concrete, 2 terracotta, 2 azure, 2 sand. Basically 2 of all those things. So 2 small grows and 2 soil bags. So let's do that. So 2 of each of these. We need 2 small grow pots, 2 seed bags. So let's start with that. Our worker will start taking those things and putting them in there. We also need a couple of white mums, a couple of yellow mums, a couple of watering cans, a couple of tomato seeds. So let's go with that now. So plants, white chrysanthemums, yellow chrysanthemums. We needed tomato seeds and watering cans. So that'll take care of that. Get us a little closer there. We need a couple of crotons, a couple of carrot seeds, and then a couple of blue candles, snake plants, and echeveria. So crotons, carrot seeds, and then blue cactus, echeveria, snake plants, and crotons. So bring us all the way back down to $392, but we're getting everything we need, and then 2 Easter lilies. So we'll do that. That should be the last of it. Perfect. And then we'll help out with getting all this stuff stocked because we got a lot of stuff back here. Where did I leave my dolly? I left it back in the other room here. So yeah, we're not going to leave our restocker hanging with all this stuff to stock because they're going to be very mad at me if we do. But we're also not going to grab a whole ton of it like we did that one time and have a whole bunch of stuff fall off of it and land on the roof. So we're not going to make that mistake again. Now, will they stock this stuff? I guess is the question, or will they continue running out there? Will she stock this if I leave it here, or will she just continue making her way out to the road? Let's see. Yeah, she's going to keep on making her way out to the road, so I'll do this. I mean, I don't know why she doesn't grab this stuff here. She certainly could. I mean, I'd be more than happy she did, but apparently she wants to grab the stuff by the road. So we'll do that. We'll get this taken care of between the two of us. Easter lilies, more blue candle cactuses, and the yellow chrysanthemums. All right, and we'll just keep on going with everything we've got. Again, doing our best to not grab too much at once because I just don't want to have too much on here because I do not want to repeat of our last episode where I was climbing the dumpster to get all the stuff that we had accidentally thrown up there because that was not fun. Watering cans, more watering cans, tomato seeds. They've got more of the white mums. There. The Echevarria Laui, or however you pronounce it. And then the Easter lilies again. Okay. We're getting close to the end of it now, I think. Yeah. So I'll pick those up. I'll leave her to take care of those boxes. Set that right there. Get the rest of this put away. So crotons are there. The snake plants, more crotons, and the last of the snake plants. All right, cool. That's everything. And now she'll start working on getting everything stocked. So that is perfect. We'll go ahead and get into a new day because we will not get the day started first thing tomorrow. We want to see what's going to happen with all this produce when we hire the gardener. So day 27, it's the day we hire a gardener. Big times are on their way. So let's go into our computer, expand, hire a gardener. Aria, the gardener, is going to come and work for us. So, and they are on. So apparently you can turn the gardeners on and off. And now we're going to make our way to the back and we're going to see what Aria is up to. There's Aria. So now we're going to watch Aria in action. We're going to see what happens here. Just taking a look at everything. So harvesting everything that's available. And then she's going to take it, put it up on the storage shelf in here. Okay. It's not where I thought you were going. But that's where you went. Okay. Well, with that being the case, then I'll go ahead and I'll take this and throw it in the storage room. That is not at all what I thought you were going to do. But you did not surprise. You definitely did surprise me. All right, so let's go ahead and set these up. So just like that. Okay, so we're going to take the tomatoes. I'm going to move them there. Can I clear this tag? I can. And then carrots are there. Hopefully she'll take the radishes, put them there in the middle. That would be good. We're going to see what happens here. So radishes, are the radishes then going to go in the middle? They are. Perfect. So she'll just fill this up with carrots, tomatoes, and radishes like crazy. And I do want to watch a while here just to see what's going to happen with when they get to the reseeding. I want to see how that part works. So we're just going to watch this for a bit. I mean, I could help with a little bit of this. So yeah, let's just help to make this part go a little bit faster so we can get to see her doing the seeding. Since we now have the storage in here. So more tomatoes. And again, we'll get this taken care of together. Got some radishes here. And then there should be some here. All right, that's good. And yeah, because I just want to get to the point where we can see what the seeding is all about and see what that's going to look like. Other stuff that's ready. There's some radishes there and some here. Okay, all good. And I promise this will be the only time that I'm actually doing the gardener's job. I just want to do it now to see exactly uh, the next step in the process. I think that's everything that we have ready. No, we have some carrots. So let's get the carrots out of here. And then we should be good to go. She'll have one more set of them. Now I'll be interested to see exactly how many different trays we can hold there. Hopefully it's more than four. I'm not sure, but I hope it's more than four. And that is the last of it. I don't think we have anything else. So now I'm just gonna set this down right now, and we're gonna see what happens at this point. Or is there anything left? Um, no. So she grabbed, or was there one thing left? Uh, there was nothing. So she set an empty one up there. Interestingly, why? Why did you do such a thing? I do not know. So we'll go ahead and put that back. And now we're going to. Oh, so now she grabbed the seeds. So she grabbed them from in the store. So everything that we have left, we're just going to go ahead and put into our storage because there's no point in us having it out because it's not going to get used back here. So, and then this one I just grabbed by mistake. I'll go ahead and drop it here. So we're going to take this, put it into our storage back here. So radish seeds, we'll put that there because it seems like she's literally running into the store, or is she going in the storage room to get them? She's going into the store. So that's exactly what they said she was going to do. And then we'll get the rest of our seeds, just put them away here because we're not going to need them anymore. And then the tomatoes. Now, can I grab these and put them back in here? No, I cannot. So I cannot right click on those and put those back in. It's fine. Not going to worry. My guess is that the gardener does not know how to operate the sprinkler. So that might be too much to ask of our gardener. So we'll let the gardener keep gardening, getting everything reseeded, and then when it seems like we're near the end of all that, we'll come back and see whether or not they've done the sprinkling. Because maybe they will. I just don't know for sure. But we do want to get another day started so that way we can get the money for that new trinket. All right, so here we go. Day 27. The Joe's Nurseries is open for your convenience. And so the trinket that we want is going to be here at level 26. Trinkets, we want where are you? Where did you go? We want the scanner for $125. Scan a shelf or storage tag to instantly purchase it. That's what we want to get. So that way we don't ever have to come back here and like just click the things. We can just immediately go back there, scan it, boom, done. That's what we're looking to do. There are some new trinkets that are available. If we take a look here, there's a trinket called the Acorn that is available at where is it? At level 35, so it gains 5 XP every time you harvest a crop. There's one called the Trophy, which is available at level 46, which gains you 5 XP every time you seed a pot. There's the Stone Lantern at level 42, which gains you an extra crop yield from growing large growing pots. And then there is the Sundial, which doubles the amount of seeds, soil, and fertilizer when gardening. So those are new ones that are out there. Oh no, those are the gardener synergies with trinkets. That's what that is. But there are 3 new trinkets in general. The 3 new trinkets in general are a wood crates, which is going to be available at what level? Let's take a look here. I thought I saw it. So wood crate, where are you? There's harvest crate. That's what. So they in the On Steam, it says wood crate, but here's harvest crate. Instantly sell crops for 90% of their retail value. So if you're getting overrun with crops, you can just go ahead and sell all of them that you have for 90% of their value. It's kind of like in Ranch Farm and Store Simulator when you have multitudes of crops, you can sell them to the wholesaler. Not for 90% of their value. That'd be real nice if you could, but not quite that. Binoculars is another new one that they have here. Which is going to be available at level 39. When holding a box, highlight corresponding shelves and storage racks. Also very nice for when you're trying to figure out exactly where the heck a product goes. And then finally, the trowel, which is going to be available at level 32, enables the hold mouse button to seal seed, soil, fertilize, and harvest. So if you want to do all your gardening yourself, you can now do it with one mouse hold instead of doing all the things individually. And that would cost you $200 for that. But we've crossed into level 26. So I am going to go here. I'm going to acquire the scanner because we absolutely want that. And then this we can, I guess we keep it with us. Yeah, we always keep it with us. And then we just go ahead and scan what we need. So I guess I can scan that just like that. And then terracotta pot, I can scan that a couple times, and presto, the stuff just shows up outside. That's beautiful. That is great. I love that. So and that's all we need to do from now on. So sand pots, soil bags. This is dangerous. Purple mums. One of those. One of each of our narcissus plants. A few watering cans. We'll do one barrel cactus. Don't ever let me lose this thing. Whatever you do, don't ever let me lose it. Oh, wow. That is amazing. So we're just going to take that, place it right there, and never let me forget where we put it. Ever, ever, ever. That is a wonderful, wonderful tool. The gardener is still now done gardening. So, no, they do not know how to operate the sprinkler system. So we're going to go here, turn on the sprinklers, get everything good. Just like that. That is perfect. We're going to grab our dolly wherever our dolly went. I think I left it over by the garbage can. I did. So now we can grab all of our stuff that we ordered and help bring it all in. I mean, it's only fair of us after we order all this stuff to then help get it all loaded or unloaded. So we'll go ahead and do that. Man, that is such a nice tool. Never have to worry about, like, you can just presto, it's all ordered just like that. I wish every game had that. That'd be wonderful. Every game needs to figure out how this one did this thing and copy it and put it in their games. I would be a huge fan. All right, so there's that. So now I guess we can again. Oh, what is this? Watering cans. So let's go ahead and put those up. At some point, we are going to need a second stocker, I do believe. One stocker is probably not going to be enough to keep up with everything. So to that end, how much is a second stocker if we wanted to do this? So let's go to expand stockers. $120 hiring fee, $100 per day. That would be Elliot. He is available at level 25. Let's go ahead and hire him. So that will help us out because, yeah, it feels like it's going to start getting to be too busy for just one stocker. So we're going to have both of them in here while they're doing their thing. I'm going to go ahead and just keep on ordering stuff with my fancy scanner because I love it. And just order everything that we can possibly find. I mean, why not? This is just too easy. What else do we need? We need 3 of those. A tomato seed, couple radish seeds. I should probably be keeping an eye on how much money I've got, but I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay. And then, again, don't let me forget where I said that. Whatever you do, don't let me forget it. Now, I just wish that these guys knew how to operate the dolly so that they could, like, carry things in more than one at a time. I mean, I can help the process by taking all the boxes and putting them over by the storage just to make their job a little bit faster. Maybe I'll do that. So I'll just pick up all the stuff. I will set it over by the storage, and then they can start getting it loaded. Just so that way they don't have to walk as far. Yeah, I'll do that. And now they can go about doing their thing and not having to walk all over the place. Although now they are taking everything and loading it. So maybe they only pick it up if it's on the street. So maybe you're not allowed to move it at all. That may be the case. Because they're going to, what are they going to do? Yeah, so it looks like if you leave it in front of the door, they do not move it. That's kind of weird. So you've got to basically leave it by the street, and they have to walk it from the street into storage, because if you move it, then it's like they don't see it anymore. Okay, I mean, I'll go with it. I mean, it's just good to know the rules that we're playing by. Apparently, they only want to take it if it's by the street. And if you try and help them out at all, they will have nothing to do with it anymore. So, all right, not a problem. We'll go ahead and get all this put away. So the sand pots are there. Okay, look at us with a full room of things, or almost full. It's a wonderful thing we do here. Azure pots are going to go there. And then more watering cans. Even more watering cans. We got radish seeds. And we've got azure pots, which are there. Perfect. Just like that. Now, I think the only thing I don't have is the silver watering cans, because I thought I saw someone say that they could not find them. And they were here. So we do need to order some of those. Yeah, and we have them on both sides there. So I'm going to buy a couple things of silver watering cans. I'm going to buy 6 of them. Yeah, so 2 for storage, or 2 for the shelves and 4 for storage. And they're going to probably need a place to put these. So I'm going to help them out. And these are going to go up there. So that way they know where to put them. Because aside from that, they don't have a home. And now that they do, I'll go ahead and I'll take these. I'll put them on the shelves. So open lid. And one more. So I'll pick these up. She's like, why? Or he's like, why did you take those? I was just getting ready to pick them up, and then you went and took them away from me. It's just because I'm trying to help. I'm doing what I can to help, even if you don't believe it. All right, so that's done. $747. I believe everybody's paid. So then the next question becomes, what other trinkets do we have that we can acquire? So ones that we do not have. 10% daily customers. I'm still going to hold off on that. Lava lamp, full XP from unsatisfied customers. I'm not really worried about it. 50% chance customers will pay with exact change. Not worried about that. Not worried about the total card on the card reader, because we're not doing that anymore. I'm not going to worry about selling my crops right now. So then the next one up would be at level 28. All purchased items come in large cardboard boxes, and that's with the birdhouse. So we'll maybe at some point get that, but we got to get up to level 28 first to do it. I think aside from that, we're looking good. So we're going to go ahead and get another day going. So let's do that right now. So 49 customers now in the store every day. We actually made some money despite spending a whole heck of a lot on getting our storeroom refilled. And now in day 28, look at that. We got a gardener, we've got 2 stockers, we got a cashier. Everybody's at it. We're going to go back here, see if there's anything else that needs to be harvested. There is. So she's going to get about taking care of all the harvesting. And we're going to have to see what happens with all of the boxes after they're done stocking them. I'm guessing they might throw them out. I hope they don't. Or I wonder if they just don't stock. No, they do stock this, but then it makes me wonder I'm guessing that they throw the extra boxes out. I don't know if there's a way to tell them not to, but I don't know what they do with them. I'm thinking that they get thrown away, and I'm just going to have to keep on replacing them with new boxes, which is kind of a bummer, but I don't know what other option there is. Well, let's see. We got 2, 5, 9 there. How many do we have in the back? There's number 10. Oh, no, maybe we're good. Because we had 16 in total. So maybe we're all right. And now with the carrots, is she just going to set them down here? I don't know. No space for the box. So yeah, so they can only put up 4 carrots on there. I was hoping that they could put up 8, but they cannot. So then they're just going to leave them in random places throughout the back. Kind of weird. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll set these here. I need more people to buy carrots because otherwise we're going to have carrots in all kinds of random places throughout our fields, and that's not going to be good. So yeah, we'll just set those there. I might end up having to get that trinket to sell my crops. So if I did want to do that, well, first let's open the place up. Let's go. Day 28, I think. Store's open for your convenience. If I did get that trinket, how exactly would that work? Let's take a look. So shop, trinkets. Is it as many as you want, or is it all of them? Let's see. Harvest rate. Instantly sell crops for 90% of their retail value. So let's go ahead and buy this. Let's see what's going to happen. So it is a crate. So I guess we're going to take this and maybe... So I'm going to set it here. Just like that. Now, can I take these and just put them in here? Is that what happens? That appears to be it. So we're going to... That's it. That's all we do. So if you have extras, you can just put them in there and then just take this to the back. So if you're running into a situation where you have too many crops, you can go ahead and sell them right just like that for 90% of their value. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's better than having a whole bunch of carrots sitting in your field that you can't do anything with. So it's your next best option, basically. Because otherwise you're going to be chasing all kinds of random carrots everywhere, and you don't want to be chasing random carrots if you can avoid such a thing. I like that trinket. I mean, you at least get something for your money, and it's better than the 30% you get in the ranch game. So I'll take that. So the next thing we could possibly do would be to maybe get ourselves, I mean, kind of like a situation where we have here, where we have double of everything. We could start doing the same thing with all of our... Oh, no, we've just got those back to back is all it is. So we could start moving these out, similar to what we've got there. So making more use of the middle. So more hashtag use the middle. We got so much hashtag use the middle going on in our games here. It's really kind of scary. So yeah, we'll set that up like that. And then we're going to take this and we're going to start doubling everything here. So we're going to get 2 new shelves. So let's do that. We're going to go, let's see, furniture, 2 large shelves, which they won't do anything with. They'll just leave those alone. And then we're going to assign products to these. And then they will come in and stock them. So we're going to take a watering can. Oh, no, I need to grab a box. So let me grab a box. Do I have an empty box? I do not. So let's get an empty box from here. So junk, large cardboard box. I'll probably need one of each. So let's grab one of those, because I don't know what size everything's going to be in. So here's my large cardboard box. We're going to grab, we're going to open the lid, take that, put it there. And then I'm going to have space. So now maybe I'll take the other watering cans and I'll put them there, because that's now going to make sense to do that. So let's put those all up here. And then I've got to get rid of those tags here. So let's set that down, clear that tag. Yes. And clear that tag. Shoot. 4 items remain. Did it Where did it put them? I hope it didn't get rid of them. It may have. Maybe it put them back in storage. I don't know. I hope it didn't get rid of them. It may have, though. And if it did, that's on me. But that's all right. Can I take? Oh, I can take that and put that there. And then I can take a couple of those, put them there. So now that's all set up with watering cans, small grow pots, and our carrot seeds. And now we can do the same thing with our other ones. So I'm just leave that box right there. And then we'll go ahead and move this out. Just like this. Poor customer's getting all kinds of confused. And then I will get rid of these watering cans. Yeah, so maybe I'll get rid of that. So we'll take these and we're gonna put them in here. Drop that, get rid of that. Because I've got 2 sets of watering cans there, and then we'll just have that as a spare for something later. So those will go there. And then if we take a look, we're going to have the grow pots, or the soil. We're going to have the tomato seeds and the radish seeds. So that's going to be what we put on our other shelf. So let's take care of that. And I think I can do all that with my medium box. I hope so. So let's take a look. Open lid. Yes, that will work. So we're going to put one of those there, one there. Nope. One there and one there. There. So that's done. So now they'll come in and they'll restock all that. And then I've got an empty space up there for future growth. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And I guess I can get rid of the box because if I don't, they probably will. So I'll just throw that out. We get our money back, basically. While we're busy, can I even hire another cashier? I can get another cash register. And can I hire another cashier? We might be at that point as well. So expand cashiers. Yes. So we can hire James at level 24. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go to, where am I going? Shop furniture, cash register. And we're going to set that up right next to our first one. So just like this. So we'll put those there because, yeah, we got way too many people in here. And we're going to then go to expand cashiers. James has been hired. So James is going to help out. And we're already ready. So James is right about there. He is making his way in just at a slow saunter. But we'll have everybody here all taken care of. And twice the cash registers for your pleasure. And then we'll go ahead and keep on doing our thing just to keep things moving. Because it looks like we can actually use some radishes now. So I'll take care of that. Go ahead, throw this in the back for our harvester, our gardener rather. Oh, and then we got to make it rain. So there we go. Rain! Sorry, I know. I said I wasn't going to do it again, and I did. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It's your fault, Cans. It's not your fault. I'm the maroon. I think everything here is good. Yeah, it's all good. So that's all set. So the next thing up that we could do would be to get another license. So if we go here, it's going to be expand licensing. The eye-catching florals, which would be $1,400 for that license, and it would be 6 more new plants, which if I was going to do that, I would once again get to a point where I would need some room in storage to put all that. So then the question becomes, how much is it for more storage? So expand storage room, $800. I think that's what I'm going to need first. So let us do that. And there was much fanfare. So that way we're good with that. We can push this back. Oh, and that gives us another door back there. Very nice. So we'll move that. Put that right about there. And then we'll have a whole bunch of space for more storage racks. because that was going to become an issue here pretty darn quickly. But now we're in pretty good shape. And we've got room in the store. I will probably need a couple more shelves because I can only get up 3 kinds of plants right now. So I would need to get another set of shelves, and I'd probably need to move this stuff over. So these would need to move a little bit. These, if I'm standing here, okay, that's cleared. So I can get another. I can move these over to there. So that way, when we do get the flowers, I can put them right here. That is kind of the plan. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but I'm just kind of looking towards the future. So yeah, we can take 2 more racks and set them there and there, and then it'd be kind of having a corner for the most part. Although I don't think it would let me because people wouldn't be able to shop from that. So I might need to move some stuff around. We'll at some point figure it out. That's going to be part of some major project to get everything looking a little bit different. But for now, we've got ourselves 2 restockers. We've got ourselves 2 cashiers. We've got ourselves a wonderful scanning tool that I absolutely love. We got ourselves a handy dandy gardener that will occasionally take things and throw them on the ground because they don't have anywhere to put them. And sometimes we'll actually take things and put them on our rack there that we have for produce. Been a busy day here at our wonderful garden, but a lot has happened. A lot has gone on. We're now going to be called, let's see, if I go here, because it's time to finally make that change. So customize. I'm going to spend the money, $300. So customize. This is going to be the Rusty Trowel, if I can spell right. And let's see, elegant, modern, or cute. We're going to go cute. We've got, let's see. I'll go with I guess I'll go with that. I like that. Width, no, we don't want that. Height, we'll leave it at that. Letter spacing, we'll leave it where it was. I think that's good. Yeah, that's worth it for $300. Finally, it is no longer Joe's Nurseries. We have finally taken it over as our own place. So from now on, when you come shopping, you can do all of your shopping right here at the Rusty Trowel. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really liked this video, I'd love it if you considered giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.